Alright, so, yeah, back with a new review and thoughts. This time, I just got done checking out Paranormal Activity Next of Kin. It's streaming now on Paramount Plus, or you can watch it for free, really online, if you can find it online, somewhere free, which I did. Um, you know, I reviewed the fourth one. I also did audio commentary for the fourth one. And, you know, these films I used to either like and then I used to a lot of the time hate them. But then through years, they've pretty much grown on me. Um, I'll say the second one I like, the first one I don't mind, third one's fine, fourth one I don't enjoy, but it's just there. It's not a bad installment, but it's one of those that doesn't really have a lot that happens, let alone answers a lot. Um, the marked ones, which I didn't mind also, but then it's typical. The daughter Allie, I believe, she survives because she wasn't there during all the activity, or during the final act mostly. Then she comes back in the marked ones as an exposition, and then she leaves. Peace out. Um, but yeah, like, and then you have Ghost Dimension, which I actually didn't mind. I actually liked that one a bit. Um, I don't know if I saw the unrated. I must have saw like the extended or uh, unrated version because I did like a lot of what was going on in it. Although I believe alternate ending. I can't remember if the original ending where it's a. I know they do. They know. I know they go back in time, either at the end or like somehow everything's just fine. I guess and like the ponytail man's there at a birthday party and whatever. Um, but that came out in 2015. Write this. I do kind of wish he would have directed it. I actually didn't mind this one. I mean, it's granted, uh, if you're a fan of like the other ones, and you're a fan of the story in the other ones, don't expect you know anything to do with the other ones because this one is more of a standalone. It's its own entity, really. Like it has nothing to do with Katie, Kirsty, or any of them, or even the Covenant was in those movies. It's still lost footage. I did do a reaction to the trailer. If you guys are interested. Um, but yeah, he was hired to write it, uh, and it's directed by William Eubank, which I don't know what he. His first feature film was Love, which was released in 2011. Okay. His second film was The Signal, which I don't know if I think I might have saw a film called, I don't know if that's the same one I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, anyway, this one I didn't mind. Like it stars, um, where's the Emily Batter, which I'm not familiar with. I will say, there's shots in this where I thought that she looks almost like Alexandra Daddario. Like they could be twins, or you would think that they're related, like the way there's like certain camera shots, right? The way maybe from afar and sometimes from up close, like the way she smiles, sometimes like she looks just like her. But yeah, it has this documentary crew, this girl named Margot, who meets her cousin, and pretty much uh, wants to document his, like wants to she meets her cousin for the first time, then invites her and her buddies, camera crew, to his Amish community, and pretty much film follows what happened with. She wants to discover what happened with her mom as well, and then she pretty much discovers a terrifying truth about her mom's past, and you know where this is going. And I will say, unlike the other ones where you don't, except for Ghost Dimension, where you actually see the entity, this one actually lets you see stuff, and it gets gory a bit, which I was surprised of. Not too gory, but a decent amount towards like the end. Um, but yeah, overall, I didn't mind the film. The twist, I didn't see coming. I did get it's a mid twist, and then there's a third, the second. There's a first twist, and then a second twist. And I will say, I don't know if I should spoil it. I don't know. I guess I won't, because I would recommend for people to watch this one. Just don't go into it thinking, oh, this is like a reboot. I believe it's a reboot anyway of the series. They want to do a whole new story, which I don't know how you would do a sequel to this, because the way it ends, I liked. It was actually different for a change of lost footage. If you watched any of my reviews of lost footage films, then you know what I'm talking about. And rants. But yeah, and the characters I didn't mind. I thought they were pretty humorous. Like the two camera guys, I thought were funny at times. The lead girl, I thought was decent. Actually, didn't mind her character. And there were times where I thought the movie was going to just, go the typical paranormal possessed route, and it kind of doesn't. Like it tries to, but then it kind of switches gears, which I really really liked. The acting in this is fine. The way it's shot is decent. The same lost footage. Although I will say there's some shots where it's shot like a movie. Like there's shots where there shouldn't be like a camera. Although I guess maybe that's the drone, because there's shots up in the sky where it does like a drone recording like of the trees and landscape. And I do believe they introduce a drone, them using a camera drone, so that's why you get that decent amount of quality, or that type of those type of shots. There's slow-mo in this, which I'm like, what? I mean, they also talk, the one camera guy, the black guy, he also says why he introduces slow-mo in the movie. But yeah, I believe Chris is the black guy. Like there's a scene where I liked his comment where they're trying to get into the church, and like she's like they're trying to pick the lock, and she asks him first, I believe, can you pick the lock? He's like, sure, I'm black. I don't know, like the way he said it, I thought it was really funny. And then later on he does it really easy. But yeah, overall I didn't mind. Even the third act, like I thought it was gonna go with typical people running around screaming, which they do. It's gonna be like a haunted house thing. Nope. It is at first, but then it, uh, but yeah. Anyway, I liked I did get a bit bored towards the midpoint, middle, section of it, where they're just finding out. But overall, I would say give it a watch if you're into the paranormal films. I would say cut this out of the other flock. This is more of its own thing. It's still part of the franchise, but it's just its own little story, and it wraps up stuff in the one movie, which I also will give it points for. It doesn't try to do a sequel, really. Um, but yeah, overall, I thought it was a decent watch. Would I recommend it? Sure. I think um, if you're into, and it is an act, this one's like more of a slow burn film. It's more of a mystery as well. I'll say there's mystery elements in it, but yeah, if anybody would care to watch it, give it a watch. I hope you enjoyed this review and thoughts.